Well, hello, beautiful souls. Hello, hello. Welcome to your weekly update reading. This is for July 18th through 24th. We're going to do each individual sign from Aries to Pisces. Just beware that either it's this one or the next one. I'm going to start doing them individually and releasing them through the week. I'm changing my schedule because I want to. It's easier for me. Um, Also, if you're interested in the collective reading, so the collective energy for this week, that extended reading will be available on Patreon. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so we are going to start with Aries. Oh, let me move this, sorry, so I can timestamp. Okay. All right, Aries, 18th through 24th, Aries. Okay, very specific. Okay, we have certainly and message for a rabbit. Or uncertainty. Did I say uncertainty? I'm sorry. Uncertainty. Okay, Aries. I feel like you're in the midst of something, okay? You're in the midst of great changes. I feel like they want me to say that. Great changes in your life. So, big changes that are going to affect you for long periods of time, okay? I feel as though there are old ideas or old mindsets, old rules that could be toxic to you at this time. And it's hard because you're falling back into those old habits or old feelings because they made sense to you in the past, like this is what we do when this happens, or this is how I handle things. But you have a chance now to like change the mechanics of how you act, how you think about things, and how you move forward. Okay. Um, it's really time for you not to fight your your instinct to want to grow. Okay, it's those instincts that are pulling you back into old habits, but the ones that help you grow, like really, it feels like things that make you uncomfortable. It's really because you don't know or you never been here before. This is different for you that you feel this way. Wow, that's lots of reversals. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I really don't feel like you are. I feel like that's more of your energy there. That's more of your energy, Aries. Yeah, I feel like you have an opportunity to be impulsive on something because you don't know what to do. And your impulse is to do something you've done in the past that really kind of casts a negative light. It's not a good thing for you to do. It's like you need to be realistic about wanting a better future and wanting a better tomorrow. This week is all about you being consistent in that energy. So it does bring a little stress because I feel like you have to stand still and you're thinking, I have to react, you know? You're thinking, I have to save myself, or I have to move forward quickly, something like that. Okay, let me get you some advice. Yeah, if you're not clear, don't act. That's what this is saying. Okay, this is saying that you're disconnected from your intuition, from your clear thought, and you need to reconnect back to your intuition, your purpose, the bottom line of why you're doing something. As I like to say, your mission statement for life, you know, your story. What is your story? Getting back connected to that. and not falling back into old habits or old people. It could be that someone comes out of nowhere as well, very impulsively, okay? Um, and you want to make a decision, but you need to analyze the situation, okay? You need to face your fear. Some of you have a fear of being lonely, so you kind of want to jump on this, but it's not a good option for you, okay? All right. I love you, Aries. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your update for 18 through 24. Let's see what we have for you. You are rare and free. Do not drink the poison. And a moment's regret. Yeah, your energy is a little similar to Aries, Taurus. So if you have an Aries in your life, I feel like both of you in the bottom line of things can really relate to this energy. But you're having a brief moment this weekend where you're nostalgic and thinking about the past. I feel like there was some good moments in your past, yes, okay? But it also led you on a path that made you want to change or want to do things differently. Like it wasn't all gold. Even though in your mind the memories seem really vividly good, okay? You're in a space where you have an opportunity to speak up for yourself and act in a way that speaks up for you and your truth. Okay. So it's like you have the opportunity this week to fall into old habits or old people, and old situations. But you need to understand that if you do that this week, it's something that's going to drag with you in the future. This is not I make a mistake and then I deal with it tomorrow. This is like I make a mistake and I deal with it for the next 3 months. Yeah. I feel like you're looking for the easy way out of something that's been really heavy on you. It's like you're ready to be done with something. You're ready to be in that period where everything is just smooth. And you need to be careful, I feel like you have good intentions in what it is that you're doing, because it may be creating burdens in your life, or you're like, it's like you just want something to end, like you had this idea that before everything was relatively good, not perfect. So if you were to go back there, it wouldn't be so bad, but it wasn't you speaking your truth, or it wasn't you living your best life or being emotionally fulfilled. And that's something that you need to remember, Taurus, okay? Because I feel like you just want to be over and done with whatever this is. You're putting a lot of responsibility on yourself by doing it. And that's what you need to see. It's like, yeah, you could be just trying to keep the peace, but you're going to be back in the kind of situation that you were before. And you don't want to do that, okay? I do feel like this week there is a lot of responsibility when it comes to work or projects that make you money. But it's good, because I feel like it's going to be a good opportunity for you to build for the future or solidify something in, they're saying in writing, but solidify something like a path, okay? For those of you entrepreneurs, or those of you who are starting some sort of business, I feel like you're at the end of building that business, but you're coming to a really, really good conclusion. Okay, just keep your heart in what it is you're doing. Let me give you some advice this week. Yeah, you got to learn how to move on from things. Okay, you're building. I feel like you're building and you're learning your value and what matters to you. And sometimes that can sway. Like you can go back and forth, like, well, maybe I don't need this that much. This is too much work. Or maybe I should rethink this, right? But it's just going to put you back in the situation that you were in before. Okay. So this week, you're going to be fighting that kind of narrow minded space because you're just tired, you know. You're a person that likes to get to the goal. Like you like to know that you've accumulated something. But this is more about the experience than the goal. Okay. It's like you're trying to prove something. All right. So thank you, Taurus. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Gemini. Let's see what we have for you, 18th through 24th of July. Nonsense and don't drink the poison. Ugh. You want to trust somebody, Gemini. You really do want to trust them, right? I feel like what they're doing is trying to act like you have all the cards and making you feel safe in your decision. But they're not to be trusted. They're just going to do to you what they've done to you before. I feel like I need to say that. And it's going to start out slow. And you're going to see it, and then it's going to sneak up on you. Okay? 5 of Cups. Yeah. 3 of Cups. Okay. This could be a friend. This could be a loved one. This could be someone that you're trying to get into a relationship as well. I feel like there's a little bit of uncertainty here, like gossip, something happening behind your back, negativity, feeling like you're disconnected from a person going on in your environment this week. I feel like you've been just trying to move on and just forgive and have an open heart and be optimistic. But use this as a stepping stone lesson for you to move on. Okay, because it just doesn't seem like it's fair. Yeah, unfairness. So something's going to happen to you that seems unfair when it comes to friends or love. But I get the feeling, Gemini, that you already feel it. You're going to know that it's coming. It's not like it's a sneak attack. Only if you ignore it, okay, will it be that way. But I don't feel like you will. I feel like your intuition's going to catch up to you. Like you're going to have certain feelings about it, especially with these 2 cups here. But yeah, it's totally unfair. It is unfair. So don't try to get revenge. I feel like just find your center of peace and move on from it, okay? Let's see what your advice is. Yeah. You are going to want to go off. That's what this is, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is you like being very impulsive, hasty, mean. Like you want to do that. You want to do that. But in all honesty, it's not going to get you anywhere. Okay? I feel like the best way to handle this is to say thank you for giving me this lesson and then walking away from it. Okay? And with the Knight of Coins, it is going to be hard for you to do, but you just got to be consistent. Okay? Wow. Well, Gemini, thank you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Cancer. Let's see what we have for you, 18 through 24. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. No need to fear and uncertainty. You're starting a new journey, it looks like. You're starting a new journey based on a reply that you got, or an idea, or a message. it's like you finally get something, and it almost feels like you're walking away from something toward something else. Like better days, a better tomorrow. It doesn't feel like an actual person. Um, but you need to remember why you're walking away from something. And it feels like it's the right thing for you to do. And even though you don't know what's to come in the future, the past held nothing for you. Yeah. There's a lot of uncertainty about you next week. But it's time for you to nurture your inner child and do things that are fun and new. Things that cater to your motivation, your creativity, who you are as a person. They're telling me to say healthy things. I don't know why. You know. Like healthy things for you to do. Okay. You don't need conflict in your life. Like you don't need it. I feel like you have it here and you need to walk away from it. You know, it's like you have this, and I don't know if it's karmic or ancestral, where it's like things have to be like you're used to things being crazy or things being somebody being changeable or there being challenges and feeling like that's the strategy you have to go through with this person, with this situation. Like things are just hard for you. But that's not true. It's not true. Um it's not. I feel like this is a time to try a different route. So for those of you looking for a job or trying to get some sort of promotion and you're having a really hard time, you need to try a different route. A route that you normally wouldn't take. Because maybe you weren't confident or you feel like you don't have enough like training or whatever it is. I feel like this is the route that you should take. It's they're telling me like unrealistic, something that feels unrealistic to you, but it's the best route for you to take. Yeah. You're trying to beat some unfairness in your life. Yeah. This week is about you beating things that are unfair. Okay. I feel like negative situations in your life have been blocking you, your motivation and your passion. And once you realize that you don't have to put up with this, and half the time it has nothing to do with you. This is like a partner who's creating fights. You don't have to get involved. It's like I, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it. And then the fire dies down because they don't have anything to argue about with you because you're not listening. I feel like this is what's unblocking you. So the unfairness of the conflict in your life is what has been blocking you. The tension. Okay. I feel like the common ground here is seeing that something doesn't have to take place or you don't have to get involved. That's what's blocking your feelings of creativity or doing new things in your life or just feeling empowered as well. And once you realize that this week, I feel like that's where that empowerment will come in for you. You'll start feeling better. It's like you finally got that inspiration to go towards something. So you're leaving something behind, like I said, and going towards something. Leaving the toxicity of a past. Okay. All right. Well, I love you, Cancer. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the 18th through the 24th of July. So let's see what we have for you, Leo. We have Follow the White Rabbit. Some of you were having way too much fun last week. I don't know why that's coming in, but it's like for those of you who are having way too much fun, you need to come back to reality this week. Okay. They're telling me like it's okay for you to have fun, Leo, and it's okay for you to like wow out and have your moments, but you have to come back in. You're right now in a part of your life where you're growing as an adult, as a leader, as someone in a high or strong position or that people look up to in a older way, like someone people respect. Okay, and you have to act accordingly. I'm laughing because it's so specific, but they're saying that you have to act accordingly. So the choices that you use, the way that you move forward, how you choose to express yourself, like you can have fun, but you have to get back on track. For a lot of you Leos, you have a story to tell. So you getting on track puts you in a path to either help someone or with your story or your life, but you have to be in a position to be someone they can look up to, so you can't be like out here being crazy. Some of you just have children, honestly. Or someone that needs you for comfort. Like there's someone that relies on you, Leo. Yeah. Yeah. You just want to release from your burdens. This is like you're tired of being the one to always take care of responsibilities or being the one that's always being responsible, or you just don't want to be responsible anymore. And you're like, oh, I miss when I was a teenager and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like you're going to have a lot of opportunities this week to do that. I feel like you do. I also feel like it's like you have this opportunity to hold on, because this is all over the place. Yeah, it's like if someone's watching you or someone's asking you for advice, okay? And you kind of just don't want the responsibility of something. It's like you don't want to deal with it. You just kind of want to ease through life. You're like, why do I have to be the person to do this? But it's really an opportunity for you to expand. But it's so weird because you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Or maybe you feel like it comes in too fast. Or you're feeling like someone is, this is weird, but feeling like someone is trying to call you out for something, but really they're not. They're trying to ask for help or assistance. But it's really just based on you not feeling like you want to do it at all. What is this? Let's get some advice for you. Leo, you're going to have to tell me what this is about. Yeah, see, it's like you need to put your guard down. Because even though it feels good right now, it's not going to help you in the future. It's not going to put you on the path that you want to go in. It's not a good direction. Like, you're not taking good actions. What even is this? You're going to have to tell me what this is. But I love you, Leo. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for the 18th through the 24th. Let's see what we have for you. Wow, that came flying out. Investigate and wake up. This week you need to look at something a little deeper. Okay, this feels more like a life situation and less like love. I feel like something can really bloom for you. It could be love. It could be love, but it feels more like a life decision. You know, like if it's love, it's somebody that's going to be in your life for a long time, or someone that's going to make a big impact on your life. Okay, so I feel like you're naturally asking questions and naturally trying to figure things out, naturally trying to investigate. But it's one of those things where it's like you need to get out of your head and just do it. Okay. Something really good could bloom from this, and you holding back and thinking is going to stop it. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you are having money issues with I want to say a relationship, but it's more like maintaining or nurturing a relationship. Um, I it's because I feel like you can't read. If it's a love relationship, you can't read this other person very well. You got both High Priestess cards because there's two in this deck. So it's almost like you can't read this person very well, and they can't read you either. But it's interesting because I feel like they don't care. You know, it's more like you're not letting the energy in. And if this is work or career or something like that, it's like you're not taking an opportunity. You're being fickle. You're questioning it instead of just doing it. You know, it's like you're insecure about what's going to happen, or you're just feeling insecure, right? Um, a lot of this is repression, not listening to your intuition, more listening to your environment, like, well, this happened last time, or this could happen, or there's fear. There's something that you are listening to that's not yourself. You know, it's like you need to slow down, take a deep breath, and do what you normally would do instead of letting fear rise up in you. Okay? So, advice. Yeah, I feel like you've been looking for this. I'm going to say healing. It's like you've been looking for this to come along for you, and this is an opportunity for you to take it. Okay? The only thing that's going to stop you is your own like self-deception. Okay? Your own overthinking, the own conflicts that you're creating within yourself, instead of just, I want to say take a leap of faith, but it's more about healing with the star card being here. You know, it's like you're forgetting what the purpose was in the first place, and that's what this is coming in to bring you. Okay. All right, Virgo, I love you. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Well, hello, Libra. Let's see what we have for you, 18 through 24. This is a time to be an individual, okay? You are changing and evolving into something better, like a better version of yourself, okay? But you are going to have to step out of some comfort zones. You are going to have to do things that are uncomfortable to you, because it's like you're opening yourself up to possibilities. So you need to be patient with yourself and others, because old conditioning is falling away, you know. It's like you need to be patient and kind, more with yourself than with others, but also understanding that other people have their own issues as well. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Moving forward with the Three of Wands, moving forward, taking risks. There is a bit of a wait. It does say that there is a bit of a wait, but you're in the process of creating the life that you want. Okay. I feel like you have a really good chance here to rekindle some friendships if you want to. Okay. It looks like if there's a love relationship that's trying to rekindle for you, it looks like it won't grow. Not this week anyway, okay? Because I feel like it's not going to go anywhere. But you may take the risk just because you're looking for something new. You may take the risk, but it's like feeling like even old situations in your life just isn't giving you what you deserve, you know? And knowing that you stayed in certain situations and with certain people out of fear or like rejection or insecurity or even old wounds. Okay. So this week is investigating the things that you hold on to way too tightly. Okay. And if you can release yourself, you can find reward in a different path or a different goal. Okay. A different way. Also, I would save money as well and stop spending money on frivolous things. If you want to save money for a trip, this is the time to do it. So your advice is basically to nurture your future better. It feels to me like in the past it was based on pride and appearances, maybe what other people think, or not wanting to seem like you lose, and having these hollow victories and these battles that don't really get you anywhere. So this is your chance to change that, your chance to rectify that, a chance to connect with nurturing a better future for yourself, you know. Keeping it simple by just focusing on the basic resources that you need, you know. Okay, all right. I love you, Libra. Bye bye. Well, hello, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you, 18 through 24. To the wire. Down to the wire is what I heard. Yeah. So I feel like you're in a rush to get something to happen in your own time. You know, like you started something or began some sort of process, and you all you're thinking about is getting it to a place of fruition or a place of finality. Okay. Um, but it's important for you during this week to just take it as it comes. I feel like not only are you building within whatever this is or making the steps to do it, I feel like you're already here. It's one of those things, Scorpio, where you're wishing for it to look a certain way, but you're already in the game. Like you've already won. Okay? It's not going to look a certain way. And when you make expectations of how it should look, it's like you're never going to be satisfied. Okay? Nine of Wands, Four of Coins, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, you got to let those walls down. I do feel like you're really anticipating something to happen this week. Or soon. I almost feel like soon. It's like you're really dedicated to making something happen or having something go your way. You're very passionate about it. But you're also putting walls up against any other flexibility within the situation. Okay? Whatever you're dealing with, whether person or situation, it is somebody is being pretty immovable, okay, but not in a bad way. It's more like they are proceeding with caution, or the situation has a structure to it. You know, there's a structure. It's like you have to get through, you have to play the game or get through somebody's defenses. But it's a process, okay? It's one of those things where you don't have all of the answers with the Page of Swords in reverse. You don't. Currently, you don't have all of the answers. But if you take your time, you can figure out what the piece is, okay? So you don't have to manipulate the situation. You don't have to be pushy. You don't have to keep telling someone something. It's more like you can figure out how to work it if you just slow down a little bit almost. It's like you have to just allow time to work on this one. This is like a divine timing situation, but I feel like you're already here. That's what's interesting about this. It's like you're already here, but you're looking for more. You're putting too much pressure on the situation or on yourself. Let's see what the advice is for you, Scorpio. Yeah, you're already here. It's like happiness is already here, or you need to realize that things are going very well. It's like things are where you want them to be. There is fulfillment here. You know, you have made the connection. It has happened. But it's like you're looking for more recognition, more attention, more something. Okay? But you need to figure out where this is coming from. This is almost coming from something deeper. I'm about to get deep with you, Scorpio. This is coming from something deeper, like childhood, like inner child issues, or like abandonment issues, or not feeling good enough. It's coming from there. But it's like if you could take all that away, you would see that everything is good the way that it is. Okay? So it's like you're striving for attention or satisfaction that you already have. So it's hard. It's no one or nothing will be able to fulfill that because it's already here. It's just that you're not perceiving it that way, if that makes sense. Okay? So I love you, Scorpio. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for you, 18th through 24th. This is an encouraging message for you. Okay? You wanted more things in your life. You wanted more from life. And you were focused on the bigger picture. And you made a decision to do so. To create your own life. To take control of your own life. To not let others take control of it. But you having the only bit of power in your life. And you're on a really good path. Okay? But I feel like you got a little bit in you where sometimes you fall back into maybe a certain person or a bad habit. Yeah. You're in this process of moving forward, Sagittarius. Yeah. Okay. So you're in the process of moving forward, but you've already invested in something or someone. Okay. And it's really hard to break from that because you put so much time and effort into it, and you believe that things can get better, or you believe that maybe the situation will change. Okay. But in believing that, you're creating frustrations from how you want to move forward. You're creating blockages. You're creating obstacles and disappointment. Okay. It's telling me that there's nothing to come of this situation. Nothing. It has no ambition. It has no focus. It's like you need to get back on track to what really matters. And you know what that is because that's what you were doing for yourself. Okay? Let's see your advice. That was a quick one, huh? I feel like you have an idea also this week to make some quick money. Like someone comes to you and probably has this idea and they convince you of it. I would not take it at all. Okay. I feel like when you look at the ins and outs of it, it doesn't make sense or it doesn't add up. You just need to pay attention to that. All right. Save your money. So, yeah. This is a week to remember to take care of yourself, Sagittarius. You are who you have in the world, okay? You are the nurturer of yourself, okay? Other people's bad choices and other people's opinions about your life and what you should do may sound good at the time, okay? But I feel like you need to have some self-awareness when it comes to people this week, okay? Because I feel like they can get you caught up in some bad situations. And also, most of it is people stroking your ego or making you feel good or telling you things you want to hear. It's important for you to do that for yourself so you don't fall into this trap by others. Okay? I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Capricorn. Let's see what we have for you, July 18th through 24th. Law is not justice, and who in the world are you? Everything you've known this week kind of goes out the window. About someone, about yourself, about your goals, things just change. And it's not bad, right? It's just that you're getting back to the core values of what it is that you believe in. So let's say somebody comes back into your life and you're like, I don't deal with this person because it's something that happened 15 years ago. Okay. Well, people change in 15 years, you know, and during this time, you've learned forgiveness and how to protect yourself and about your boundaries. So you'll be fine. You know, this is just a scenario. So this is like knowing that about yourself. It's like getting back to who you are so you can start being happy, you know, so you can start enjoying the moment, taking risks and things like that. Also, I see dreams coming true. Very weird. Very weird. Okay. Five of Swords, Page of Coins, and Two of Wands. Yeah. This week for you is definitely going to be an ego breaker, you know, like things that you thought were true, these little hollow victories of believing things, any kind of aggression or lies that you were telling yourself, all that's going out the window this week. Okay. And a lot of it has to do with there being opportunities out there for you, whether financial or solid opportunities in relationships that you felt had no ambition, or that you felt like maybe I'm not going to find love, you know, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to have, I'm working hard and I'm not getting to where I want to get. Anything like that, you know, like I'm not achieving success. What does this even mean? You know, not believing. So those things, those thoughts, those lies, those aggressions are going to go out the window this week. Okay? Because I feel like you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to step up here, Capricorn. And you're not going to know, you're going to feel like things have no direction. You're going to feel like this is crazy, but it's something in you that's going to tell you to be spontaneous, you know, and it's really that core part of you that was suppressed by all these rules and regulations that you have gathered over the years. Okay. So let's see advice for you. Yeah, patience and moderation. Moderation, consistency. Okay. So moderation. You need to add more moderation into your life. This is about balance, okay? This is about patience. This is about being in alignment. This is about gratitude. Even if you don't, it's like, what are you trying to create, Capricorn? What kind of life do you want to have? Your actions solidify that into the world. It's just a way for you to think about that. So it's like you have to have patience with others. You have to be and you have to be open to rebirths and miracles and all those types of things. You have to, okay? Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I feel like you just need to be open to those, and patient and appreciative. Okay? So I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you. 18th through 24th, Aquarius. Find the lesson and investigate. I don't know why feelings are coming up here. It almost feels like you got used to pushing someone or something away from you. Like you made a decision to push something away or to not deal with something or to deal with someone in a certain type of way. There's a hint of forgiveness around this. It's kind of like, what are you attaining? What are you learning? You set your mind to do this certain thing, but what are you gaining from it? Is it just a sense of power? Or is there a bigger lesson? Because I feel like there's not a bigger lesson here. It's more just you're kind of used to it. It makes you feel powerful, or it makes you feel in charge, or it makes you feel safe. Okay? And you really, this week, Aquarius, you're not going to like it, but you really need to get to the bottom of why you're doing this and what it is that you're trying to get out of it. Because it feels like you're not getting anything. And you really need to look into that some more, okay? Yeah, 5 of Cups right in the middle there, Aquarius. Yeah, you're missing out on something. You're missing out on something or someone, like some sort of emotional attachment or happiness. And you need to move on from it, It's like it's time for you to move on. Yeah, it's about you needing to feel like you're in control. It's like you're taking control of the wrong thing. You're taking control of your environment, and that makes you feel stronger, or that makes you feel like you have things on lock and key, like you can't get hurt, or like I'm just in control of my life, and that's all fine and dandy. Yeah, it gives you a certain amount of status almost. But I feel like you're missing out on something, because it feels like this person's going to start moving on, like they're not going to care anymore. It's like you need to check that. You need to check the way that you're trying to have authority over a situation. Like, what structure are you trying to create here? Because it's not given any room of flexibility, Because I feel like someone needs flexibility with you, and you're not allowing it. Yeah, you definitely need to try a different way, Aquarius, okay? It's time to move on from that. It's time to transform. Things need to go. Like, things need to change for sure. In order for things to move on. So I feel like you are being this way, kind of controlling of your environment and your feelings and all that, because you don't want to get hurt, or you don't like that a situation isn't stable, or it has a lot of spontaneity in it. Like, things can happen and you're not sure. But in order to change that, it's like you have to Yeah, it's like you have to get through the hard times. Like there are going to be hard times. It doesn't mean that a situation is totally bad. It just means that you're learning how to work through them and like cultivating um, a useful plan or useful tactics on how to deal with issues when they come up. So you have to allow them to come through. Because I feel like you're trying to control things, but there needs to be a transformation. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I love you, Aquarius. Talk to you later. Bye bye. All right, Pisces, let's see what we have for you, 18 through 24. Lead the way and falling. This week you're opening up the door to something in your life. It's almost like somebody else isn't doing it, so you're doing it. That's what it feels like. You're taking a risk, you're making a decision, and you're trying to expand something or make something happen. So something happens quickly. It's almost like you open the door up to the unknown and you find a really comfortable house and you just sit on the couch and live there. That's what the energy feels like. And this could be a person. Like you contact a person and then you're like, wow, that was comfortable. I feel like change happens swiftly, but it's not bad. This feels good. Sorry, some of my cards got flipped over. I keep forget. Every time I put the cards back, I like put them the opposite way. I don't know why I do that. Pisces. Yeah. So I feel like you start off feeling a little bit insecure about where things are going, you know? Um, you know what's interesting? Someone may feel like a little bit too much. It's almost like you feel like this person may be really materialistic or like, I don't know why too perfect is coming into mind, but it's like things are happening way too well, it feels like. Um, it's almost like someone is appreciating you and you're nervous about it. You know, it's like you like to open a person up slowly, but it just feels like this one is just open. Yeah. It's like this one is just open. It's like you're feeling too much good stuff and too much security. It may be that you want more love and more like emotion, and this person is very like stable and comfortable. That could be what it is. Okay. I do feel like when this happens, you need to rethink your priorities. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why. Because people crave this kind of comfortability in a relationship. Okay. But I feel like you got so used to maybe even bad relationships or rough relationships that this one is really like stable, that you're making the stability into something bad. Okay. I don't really feel anything bad from this. I will say about this person, um, for some of you, you may feel like you don't have enough for this person, right? Like you're basing it on realism. Like maybe they have a lot and you feel like you don't have a lot. I don't think that's a problem. I think that's more in your head. You may feel like you're not attractive enough. I feel like that's all in your head too. You really need to balance this one out because I don't feel like anything bad is happening. This could start off as an apology as well. But I just, it doesn't feel bad. I'm gonna be honest, Pisces. I feel like it's a fear of rejection, honestly. Let's see what the advice is. Yeah, it's that this is happening in an unconventional way. It's like you're afraid to trust it. You're afraid that it's real. It's you being in your head. You know, it's like this is your time to part ways or leave that part of you behind. But it's gonna be up to you whether you do that or not. You know, free will and all. Okay? So I love you, Pisces. Talk to you later. Bye bye.